Beautiful belly frittata.
Hey, you.
Hey, you back. Congratulations.
On what?
You made it through surgery with flying colors.
Well, I was motivated. I knew you'd be here waiting for me.
Don't be afraid. I didn't come here to hurt you.
How did you even find me?
Don't you remember? You told me where you live.
Yeah, well, I say a lot of stuff. I didn't expect you to show up here.
The cops are looking for me. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Okay, well, I also told you that my dad is the police commissioner, which means you have to clear out of here right now.
I'd rather not draw attention by firing this gun, but if you continue with this confrontation, I will blow a hole through you and step over your corpse.
If Elizabeth and my baby are dead, I would rather be with them. I'm so scared you didn't make it out.
Oh, Jason, when I couldn't find you, I just gave up hope. But I should know better by now. And you not only saved yourself, you saved Elizabeth. And the baby. She told me everything that happened when we were baby.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna go tell Dr. Rosenthal you're awake.
Dr. Rosenthal can wait. I want more time with you. Come here.
Okay.
You know, that's what kept me going through all those hours at the Metro Court. Knowing that I would get the chance to be with you again.
When I heard you were taken hostage and then shot, I seriously thought I would lose my mind.
I heard that you were true to form, storming the hotel doors and demanding the gunman to let you take care of me.
Yeah, well, it didn't do any good. They weren't impressed with my orders any more than you were.
I don't like when you tell me what to do. But I am the first to admit that you are as brilliant as you claim to be. I am living proof of that. I can't imagine how hard that must have been talking Emily through the surgery over the phone.
It was harrowing. Fortunately, Emily's a great listener. Dr. Rosenthal said she saved your life.
I know. I owe Emily big time.
We both do. I don't know what I would have done if I would lost you.
You didn't. I'm right here. And it's gonna take a little bit more than a measly old bullet wound to keep me away from you.
Good.
So you're turning me away?
It's not because I want you to get caught, but I need to start protecting my dad. I've put Mac through a lot lately. I've lied to him, I've disappointed him. And if they catch you hiding out here with me, that could reflect very badly on him. He might even lose his job, and I definitely don't want to be responsible for that because I was stupid enough to befriend one of the guys who held me hostage.
But what about those other guys you told me about? Xander and Jesse. You helped them.
Maybe it's time I start learning from my mistakes. But you know what? Jesse was an undercover cop, and at least I knew Xander a little bit. I don't even know your name.
Cooper Barrett.
Are you kidding?
Think I make that up? My friends call me Coop.
Well, I'm not your friend. I'm your ex-hostage.
But you still covered for me after the explosion. I mean, you thought to pull off my mask and coveralls. You even claimed I was one of the hostages, too. I mean, you were some girl, Maxie Jones. If we would have met under different circumstances.
That's my sister. You have to hide. Quick.
Hey, Patrick just called from the hospital. Robin's awake and out of surgery. I thought you'd want to go see her.
Yeah. I'm right behind you. Hold up. Okay.
Tracy, wife, my dear, I appreciate all the support that you're showing for Lulu, but now she's in surgery and her leg is getting taken care
Her
of.
leg is the least of her problems, not to mention yours as well.
What do you mean?
Luke, look around. Your daughter has suddenly blossomed into a young woman with 3 all too unsuitable suitors.
Well, come on, you can't fault them their taste in babes.
Yeah, you can. You know why? He's a mobster. He's a hacker slacker, and that one is her stepbrother.
I'm the Jackal, assassin of the internet. So, I mean, I could really provide the blonde one with cyber assistance. It's important.
Oh. Sir, I'm a legitimately employed bodyguard for a legitimate businessman.
No, you're not. No, you're not. And for the record, we're not biologically related, me and Lulu, nor were we raised together, so the whole step-sibling thing is a little far-fetched.
Do you understand the problem here? Please say something parental.
Okay. All right, now listen up. When my daughter is out of surgery, she'll settle this with the 3 of you.
That's the best you can do?
Come on, I'm not anybody to choose her boyfriends. Come on.
Mr. Spencer, your daughter's had surgery.
How is she?
Oh, for God's sake.
Back off, stooges. Talk to me.
The operation went smoothly. No complications. With physical therapy, I expect Lulu to make a complete recovery.
Yes, okay. Excuse me, can I go see the blonde one now? Kind of scary dad dude?
Calm down, jackass. And Lulu, that's her name, by the way. Her name's Lulu. When she gets out of surgery, she's gonna be recovering. She's not gonna need non-family members hanging around.
Oh, so now it's convenient for you to play the family card?
Hold on, bench press. Nobody is going to go see my daughter except me.
Way to go, tough guy. You let Craig get away. I saved your life. What were you thinking, huh? Walking down this gun? Did you forget who you were dealing with here? This is the same cold-blooded bastard who took a bunch of innocent people hostage, then shot Robin Scorpio just to watch her. I don't care! Elizabeth is gone! Craig told me he stepped over their body as he walked out of Metro Court. I would say anything to get inside your head, and you let him? Everyone else is accounted for. You don't know for sure Elizabeth didn't survive, all right? And it's too soon for you to throw your life away because somebody said something to get inside your head. It's Rodriguez. Craig was spotted on Pier 52. Hold on. Any update on the search for survivors? They found Elizabeth. She's alive. What about the baby?
Your vitals were relayed en route. Everything looks good for you and the baby, but I'll give you a thorough exam and then I'll meet you for observation, okay? Tell me what happened.
Well, I've been cramping.
I was with her the entire time. There's no sign of bleeding, but there was, her pains were irregular.
Yeah, I put Elizabeth in the elevator before the explosion. We must have dropped about a floor, but the emergency stopped work, so the impact wasn't that
The
bad.
baby's been kicking pretty regularly for the past couple hours.
Okay, that's good. Cubicle 3.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Alan Quartermain?
He's recovering from surgery in ICU.
Thanks.
Hey, you gotta get these checked out.
Can you just put me on the list? I need to go up and see Alan.
Yeah.
Am I dreaming or is this really you?
No, it's me. In the flesh. Oh, you had me so scared. How's the leg?
I can't even feel it. They gave me lots of painkillers.
Really? Got any extra? I've been through hell.
Oh, you were that worried about me?
Of course I was. But I was really referring to the fact that since you've been in surgery, I've been sitting out there in the lobby with your personal spud salad.
Oh, these drugs must be stronger than I thought. A spud salad.
Yeah. Your stepmother says each one is more unsuitable than the last.
Can I get a clue here?
Well, there's Dylan. There's some computer geek who talks like a Klingon. And then there's one of Sonny's baby muscles. Each one of them is out there staking claim to you and arguing over every time you smiled at them.
No, you're exaggerating.
Mm-mm. I can't blame them. You are a prize, princess. God, you're so beautiful. And you're courageous. Which you proved again through all of this. I'm sorry for what I put you through when I tried to bluff Craig. No, I could have gotten you killed.
No. You were just trying to save me and the other hostages. And, it didn't work out the way you planned, but nothing in life ever does. You just have to keep your eyes open and look for the next opportunity and improvise.
How did you get to be so smart?
I'm an amazing dad.
Hey, don't be a brat. You need a transfusion on top of the surgery because your blood loss, which means more fluid, so open up.
Is this you paying me back for all those times that I bossed you around by hovering and monitoring my fluid intake?
Yes. Get used to it. I'm here for the duration.
That's a nebulous concept.
Would you prefer something more concrete? Like forever?
Forever. I thought you hated that word.
No, when it comes to you, it doesn't seem so bad.
Hello?
Timing, people.
Hi, I'm sorry I couldn't wait another minute. We were so scared for you.
Sweetheart, you know what? I am getting way too old for this, okay? From now on, I want you either in the apartment or at the hospital. No more dinners out, no more charity events. In fact, I want you and Patrick to move back into your old room once you get out of here.
Right, like that's gonna happen.
Really, are you okay?
Yes, I am almost as good as new. Thanks to the able assistance of some incredible people. Like Patrick. And like you, Uncle Mac. Not to mention all those cops who put their lives on the line to make sure that we got out of there and away from those crazy gunmen. And not to mention that I'm not the only one that went through this ordeal. How are you?
I was a little out of it after the explosion, but I'm good now. I'm just glad that it's over.
Dispatch said they found Elizabeth. Have you seen her?
They transported her to General Hospital.
Do you know how she got out of the hotel?
But after the explosion, Elizabeth took shelter in one of the elevator cars. Now, it just took a minute for the rescue worker to find her. Now, I know you're worried, so let me ease your mind. I listened to the baby's heart sounds myself. It appears your baby's fine.
Well, little one, we survived. It's good to know you're strong, just like your daddy. He saved us, And now he knows the truth.
Jason was so understanding. And I know he has every right to tell Sam the truth, so I guess that means I'm gonna have to tell Lucky and just trust that no matter how angry or disappointed he is, he's gonna be strong enough to handle knowing he's not your father. Come in.
Hey, is this a bad time?
No, not at all. I thought you might be Lucky. Does he know I'm okay?
Yeah. We found out together. He thought you were still at the Metro Court. He's probably on his way here by now.
Where were you?
Lucky got word that Craig was sighted and took off after him.
What are you not telling me?
I found Lucky on the pier, unarmed, facing off with Craig. Craig had him at gunpoint. Lucky was about to walk into the line of fire, and the worst part about it was that he didn't care. He thought you and the baby were dead, and he wasn't gonna live without you.
Hey.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm glad to be out of that lobby.
We all are. Yeah. How's Alan?
Oh, he's asleep. He was asking for you earlier. It's so good you came.
Jason. Oh, thank God.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
Well, he suffered a massive heart attack. And he's in heart failure.
Was disguised as one of the gunmen in the lobby, and I actually helped Alan to the door, and he collapsed before he made it to the barricades.
You mustn't blame yourself for what happened to Alan.
Can I sit with him?
Well, he's asleep right now, and you really need to get those injuries tended to.
Well, they're pretty busy in the ER. Sam said she'd hold my place in line so I can come up and see Alan.
You know, I don't want him to wake up and see you like this. He's got to stay calm. Why don't you go to ER, let them treat those injuries, and you come back? He's gonna be here, and he'll be so glad to see you.
Tina Ricci, it's Must View TV.
Lulu's awake. She's a little groggy, but she seems okay.
I'd like to see her.
Don't even think about it. Freeze my boy.
Tracy, sweetheart, this overprotective thing, it doesn't wear well on you. The only one who can send Larry away is Lulu. The same goes for Curly and Mo.
So it's just peachy with you if Lulu was to date, say, Mob Boy.
Well, who am I to judge? That was my job when I met my first wife. I try not to be hypocritical whenever possible.
Right, exactly, and that's a perfect reason for you not to object to my concern for Lulu.
You're another story. You've already trampled on her heart. I can't get behind another round of that.
I know, but Luke, Lulu's the last person I would want to hurt.
Really? Isn't that fascinating? And how does that pertain to your other love? Georgie?
Well, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm very glad to see you.
It wasn't much of a fun experience, was it?
Yeah, it was a little more than I bargained for.
How's the leg?
Yeah, it's good, except for about 50 stitches.
Sorry about that. You know, I was trying to keep you away from the blast, but I didn't do a good job.
No. If anybody should be apologizing, it's me. I went into my usual stubborn routine and I wouldn't leave when Jason said we should. So basically it was my fault that we were caught in the explosion.
I forgive you.
You're a generous soul. Did I ever thank you for risking your life to save mine?
I actually didn't do that much saving.
You were great.
Now it's time to come through again.
Oh, hey, Jason. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking me.
I am glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
I talk to you outside.
Hey, what can I do for you, Stone Cold? Dynamic duo's back together, huh?
I need you to get on the computer and start tracking Craig, okay? Any exit plan he had to be compromised. I need you to do what you do, get on the computer, and you need to find him.
Come on, dude, haven't you already put in your time? Can't the cops handle this?
Are you serious, the cops? Come on, they're gonna do whatever they want. It's got nothing to do with me. Craig came into this town, inflicted a lot of damage on the people I care about. Find him.
Baby and I were just admitted for observation. How's my little boy doing? So you didn't know anything about the hostage crisis? Good. Okay. Well, thank you. And can you give him a big hug and kiss for me and tell him that I'm going to be home as soon as I can? Graham, Lucky's here. I gotta go.
You don't know how scared I was. I thought I lost you, that I'd never be able to look in your eyes again. Do I ever hold our baby?
Okay. Good Good news, you get your own space. Bad news, we gotta wait.
That's good. It'll give us some time to talk. A lot has happened, and I need to tell you about it. Okay?
Wait, Jason, hold on. I have something to
And
tell you.
Sam, I need to tell you this.
No, Jason, please. Please. I wanted to tell you this, but I really couldn't find the words. And I guess maybe I was afraid to admit it to you or even to myself.
Roderick has told me how you went after Mr. Craig. Lucky, you can never take a chance like that again. You have way too many people who love you and need you.
Something in me just snapped when I thought you were dead. My life means nothing without you and our baby.
I had an OBGYN appointment right before the whole hostage situation happened, and I learned something. It's not good, Jason. We can't get pregnant after all.
I don't understand. Why can't you have a baby?
I wouldn't be able to carry it.
Is this about the ruptured placenta? Because the doctor said you recovered.
My uterus is scarred. And if by some miracle I would happen to get pregnant, I would lose the baby.
But that's not what they said before, you know? After you lost your baby. So the scarring, it came from the night you got shot?
Jason, please, I know where you're gonna go with this,
you
and
to
don't,
torment me.
please.
He waited and watched until you were in my arms, Sam.
Jason, don't do this, please. It's not your fault, hey? It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. You're finally released.
Oh, good. I was told I could find you here.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm sorry
we're
for
in
the
the middle of
intrusion.
something.
I apologize, but the reporters are gathering outside. I want to publicly acknowledge Sam's heroism.
My what?
There's no need for modesty, Sam. The whole town knows that you're the woman who saved the Metro Court hostages.
Lucky, there's something you need to know.
I hope you don't mind if I say you never look more beautiful.
Last summer, when you were using drugs and sleeping with Maxie, I honestly thought that our marriage was over. I felt so alone and betrayed.
I'm always gonna regret the pain that I caused you. But even then, even in the very worst, that hope was not lost. We made a child. And this child is the hope for our future. We could have easily died there. But we're here, we're together. Last summer, I almost threw my life away. But you and this child give me all the reason and more to hold on. I'll never risk our love, our family again.
So I know Alan wasn't the killer at all. I actually was able to talk to him for a long time in the hotel.
Please, can proving your mom's innocence take a rest for 1 second while I take a little breather to appreciate the fact that you're even alive?
Sorry. Are you gonna say something nice?
No, I know. Yeah, you're making light right now, but you don't even know. You don't know how terrified I was when I found out you were one of the hostages. I mean, I kept thinking, oh my God, That should have been me. And it's true, if I had gone down to the lobby and if I had given Spinelli Allen's PDA instead of you, you wouldn't have been in that whole horrible mess.
There is no way that you could have known that I was going to be taken hostage. And, I mean, it means a lot to me to know that you were worried and that you care.
Can I come in?
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
What, is this is for me?
Yeah. A smoothie from the health food store. The organic nutrients are supposed to promote healing.
This is so sweet of you.
The doctor told Luke you'll need some physical therapy, so I'm in the gym every day. If you
You know what,
need a little
Milo, you know what? It is so generous of you to tear yourself away from your mob duties to help Lulu, but I think if anybody's going to be helping her, it's gonna be me. What?
No offense, it just doesn't really look like you know how to work out or do it a lot or anything.
Wow. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I do know. I do know Lulu, all right? And I have a bond with her, and she trusts me.
Hey, don't jump all over Milo. He's just being his thoughtful self.
Would you stop talking about Milo? Seriously? This isn't about Milo. This is about you and me and a bond and a connection that we had long before what happened last summer, and you know that.
Please, don't let me interrupt.
Are you still here?
Sorry if you're disappointed.
I figured you were starving, and since we were locked in the vault for like 12 hours, well, I didn't think you stopped to get a snack on your way here.
Thanks. It'll be easier to run on a full stomach.
I think it's too soon for you to leave Port Charles. I mean, the cops are everywhere. They've set up roadblocks, they're patrolling the harbor, the airports, the bus and train stations. If you tried to run, well, I mean, you might as well just turn yourself in.
I don't have a lot of options, but that is not one of them.
Which is why I think you should stay here.
That's not very smart since your father is the police commissioner.
Actually, it's brilliant. You'd be hiding in plain sight, and I could tell when the manhunt dies down, and it's safe for you to leave.
Before, you couldn't wait to get rid of me. I mean, what changed?
Oh, maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome, you know, where the hostage identifies with their captor. Okay, maybe it's just one more bad habit that I can't break, the irresistible impulse to help and hide fugitives. Look, all I know is being locked in that vault with you made me see you as a real person. Just like you did with me, which is why you couldn't press that detonator and you didn't leave me to die. I won't let you walk out of here and get ambushed. You saved my life. And since turnabout is fair play, I'm gonna try and save yours.
Dylan, you should have stayed with me.
I don't know what you heard, okay? But none of it meant that I don't love you.
Dylan, I know that. And I love you too, but we were naive to think that we were going to spend the rest of our lives together.
What are you saying?
Dylan, we got married when you were dying. It was a commitment that we wanted to make to each other, and you recovered.
Yeah? Should I apologize for that?
No, Dylan, that's not what I meant, and that's not the point. We were stuck in a situation that we were nowhere near ready for. Maybe marriage was just the beginning of the end for us.
No, we don't. This doesn't need to be an end.
Dylan,
oh,
as much as we want it, we can't be stuck back in time. I am not the nerd that you fell in love with that first day you walked into Kelly's, and you're not that film geek that was going to cast me in every film as a heroine that you were someday going to direct. Dylan, we've changed. And that's okay. It hurts to let go. But I think it hurts us more to hold on. Can you agree with me? Please, Dylan, please. I need to hear you say it.
I love you.
I know. But
you're right. for it not to be true, Peter. We're over.
What's it then?
So what now? I mean, thanks for the memories. We'll always have poor Charles.
No, Dylan, let's just leave this at goodbye.
Okay. I'm gonna take off. Need to get some rest. Having your family here got you a little tired.
No, I feel good, actually. I guess there's nothing like staring your own mortality in the face to put things in perspective. I did come pretty close to dying. Not only do I get to live, but I get to live with you. Sit down for just a second.
Yeah.
I think it's time for that apology I owe you.
Apology? For what?
Before the gunman came in, I had a conversation with Alan, and he reminded me about something that I had so conveniently forgotten. When it was time for my 6-month HIV test, I did not want to take it for the same exact reasons that you don't, so I had no right to threaten breaking up with you or to call you ignorant.
Well, as much as I'm loving this humble moment, you were right about everything. It was selfish and cowardly of me to not take the test. And
yeah, but I shouldn't have blackmailed you into taking it while I was in surgery.
I didn't feel blackmailed. I didn't take the test. I was waiting for you. I know this is ridiculous, but it is much easier with you literally holding my hand.
Okay, I'm not so out of it that I don't realize you're just trying to make me feel important.
You are important.
All done?
Cute. Can we get a rush on this test? I want it back as soon as possible.
You got it, Dr. Drake.
I love you.
You changed my life. Taught me what was worthwhile. Whether this comes back positive or negative, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be okay. As long as I have you.
Wife, I really appreciate all the interest you're showing in Lulu's well-being. But in the history of mankind, nobody has ever been able to dictate who falls in love with who. The more you complain about those three stooges, the more they're going to be attractive to her.
So that's it. She can date whoever she wants, and you're not going to lift a finger to stop her.
She's 18. She knows her heart and her mind. And I have better things to do than play boyfriend police.
You up for a visitor?
Scott Baldwin, right?
So, you remember me?
For a brief moment, my mom was gonna marry you.
Remarry. I was your mother's first husband, and I've never stopped caring about her. So I'd like to talk to you.
I thought I told you to get some rest.
Oh, there's no way to keep me away.
I figured.
How's Dad?
He's still sleeping, which is really the best thing for him.
Did he get to see Jason?
Well, Jason was pretty beat up. I didn't want to alarm Alan, so I sent him to ER to get his injuries treated.
I'd like to sit with him.
Go ahead.
Is everything okay with the baby?
Yeah, baby's fine. I tried to tell Lucky the truth, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
The truth about what?
Hey, I think I got a lead.
I'm listening.
Okay, Craig downloaded a lot of information onto a PDA. Okay, bank accounts, credit card numbers, anything he'd need to disappear.
Sorry, Lena, but there's one last thing you can do for me.
I'm sure Craig wasn't carrying a PDA. That woman, Six, was.
Hey, Dad. How are you feeling?
Is Jason coming?
If the PDA is still in the rubble, Craig might go back for it. That's where I'll find him, at the Metro Court.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next General Hospital.
On the next General Hospital, there's gonna be plenty of time for you to talk to Jason.
Please find Jason.
I love you. We're soulmates.
Watch weekdays on ABC.